If you're looking for a taller tripod that is really versatile, then I think that I just found the right one for you. One of the biggest challenges when it comes to tripods, for me, it's the height. And for example, if we are looking at this tripod, let me show you here what it looks like. This tripod is the Peak Design travel tripod, which is a really good tripod. But the problem is that it's way too short. So for example, if I'm gonna film myself, this is the height. And you see what's going on here. It's kind of not, yeah, you can see in this camera is that it's just not working out. So what I need to do instead is that I kind of need to try to place the tripod on higher grounds, or I have to kneel down a little bit. I'm gonna move you back a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So here I have to stand like this to get a good height, because now it looks good in this camera, but it's freaking annoying. And if I stand straight up, it's like this, and then I can angle it upwards instead. But you know where I'm going with this. And if you think that this view is good, this is because this is actually just an arm length away, but it looks like I'm so far away because this is the Sony 14mm 1.8. It's a fantastic lens and I'm using it a lot when I do real estate photography. And the solution is actually in this one. This is a tripod from K&F Concept. It doesn't measure too long here. Let's see here. The Peak Design tripod that I have here, it actually measures about, let me see, so this is a fancy freaking measuring tape. So it's about there, so we have about 100, wrong way. Here we have about up to here, about 154 centimeters. So that is in feet. If you're measuring with feet, it's about 5 feet high. So the length of this package is actually only, it's 55 centimeters. But when we open this up, it looks like this. It's actually pretty lightweight. And then these are the legs. We put down the legs, and directly here we can see that we have these stops here. So we can actually have the legs in that position, or this position. Let's put it all the way down like that. Let's take the other two legs and let's take the last leg. And here we have a center column that can be moved up or down. We twist it here to lock it, and now it's stuck. And we can just open it, and then you can move it up and down again. So just lock it. Let's put these feet down. I usually close the tripod so I can just open all the three at the same time. I can just twist it. It doesn't go as fast as the travel tripod from Peak Design, and I know that Peak Design are coming with new tripods also. The problem is that you have to sell both your left arm and left leg to be able to afford them. And now you can see what I'm talking about. This is a freaking tall tripod. And this is not all, because I can open this one up, I can send this freaking thing up into the air as well. And now this thing is actually measuring. Now this thing is measuring, oh Jesus, I can't even reach that high. It's measuring about 240 centimeters. 240 centimeters, that's about 7'11" all the way up. And this is not everything. This tripod makes it possible to angle this arm outwards like this. Then I do this little thing with this thing on top here. So it angles out like this. And then I can just put weight on the feet so it doesn't fall. And this is just incredible that I can get the tripod here and I can get the camera out here. And then we have kind of an overshot from here instead of just from the front. And also on this arm up here, we have a measuring thing. So here it also says, be careful if you cross this line, because when it's up to here, the center of gravity is still within where the legs are. So now I can put all the pressure I want up here and it won't fall. If I extend this one outside that line here, that means that it can fall if it's too heavy, so I need to counterweight or I need to just make sure it's not falling. So this is a fantastic feature of this tripod. I'm gonna drop a link to this tripod and also this measuring stick as well, because this is really fancy. I'm gonna drop a link to that one in the description and comment box below as well, the pinned comment. And K&F Concept has actually really good deals on the Prime Days that are coming up, so I have dropped a link to their special Prime Days sale page also, so you can check that out too. And what else do we have here? So up here we of course have this little knob, so we can adjust the angle of this arm. And if you can see here we actually have this kind of teeth here. So it gets stuck. When you tighten this thing, it doesn't move at all, because you have teeth that are hooking into the right position. And then let's take this down so it's not so hard to look at. And if you lock this thing, and this one is locked, then you can unlock this thing to move this one around, and then you lock it and it's not moving anymore. And up here we have the same thing for the head. I can loosen that thing, I can move this one around, and I can lock it again with this thing. Here we can release this thing, and then you can also have it like this, or angled. So you can basically shoot straight down if you have product photos or something you're gonna take. Then you can aim these ones straight down the camera I have here. And this tripod head plate, this is just standard Arca Swiss. So I can just put my camera with any of those kind of plates in here, just attach it. And K&F, they did send this tripod to me to make a review of it, because I asked them, hey, do you guys have any solution, because I'm too tall for the tripods I have? And they say, yes, we do have a solution for you. So this is what they sent. And down here we have this little hook that is actually spring-loaded, which is really nice. I've never seen a spring-loaded hook like that before. And remember this measuring thing that we have here that is saying caution, that is if you have the legs all the way in. If we put the legs out like this, then we get a lot more stable tripod. Look at this. Look at this tripod. Now we actually have a tripod that is still higher than my Peak Design one. Take a look at this. So now we still get a tripod that is taller than the Peak Design one, with quite a bit. And if we have it like this, we can of course put this arm out like this, and this is super stable. Even though these things says that, hey, don't go beyond this point. When I'm trying this out, there is no problem at all, but you shouldn't load it too much, of course. And this thing goes, of course, from all the way up to all the way down like this. So if you're looking for a really versatile tripod, this is it. So thank you so much for watching. Next thing we can do, that is to see each other in that video over here, because that is the video that YouTube recommended to watch next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.